This summer could become a turning point for Barcelona. A new era, and a new approach to transfers. Real negotiations, hidden priorities, unexpected names, and behind-the-scenes moves by agents. In this episode, how Luis Diaz could transform Barca's left wing. Why Marcus Rashford is closer to Camp Nou than you might think. What's behind the rumored Ter Stegen swap. And who is Joan Garcia? The potential new number one everything. From official statements to insider info, rumors, and even the gossip floating around football circles. Ready for the heat? Let's begin. Barcelona's sporting director Deco recently provided an in-depth interview to BBC Sports, outlining the club's plans for the 2025 summer transfer window. He confirmed that the club aims to make 2 to 4 targeted signings, with the primary focus on extending contracts of key players. We are focused on renewing contracts. After that, we'll discuss potential acquisitions. Of course, the players you mentioned, Luis Diaz and Marcus Rashford, are good, but they have existing contracts with their clubs, so it's not appropriate to talk about them now. When we decide to enter the market, we will undoubtedly find suitable candidates. In my opinion, we don't need many new players, Deco noted. He also emphasized that Barcelona does not intend to sell its best players and will continue to develop with the current squad, adding only a few new footballers without excessive activity in the transfer market. Among the potential acquisitions being considered are goalkeeper Joan Garcia and wingers Luis Diaz and Marcus Rashford. However, Deco pointed out that negotiations with these players are not currently underway, as they are under contract with other clubs. FootballEspana.net. Additionally, Deco expressed satisfaction that many players wish to join Barcelona or remain at the club, highlighting the team's attractiveness and style of play. Thus, Barcelona plans to conduct a moderate transfer campaign, focusing on contract renewals and targeted squad enhancements. According to recent reports, the Catalans have already held preliminary talks with Luis Diaz's representatives and his club, identifying him as one of their top priority signings. Luis Diaz, a 28-year-old Colombian winger, had an impressive 2024-25 season, scoring 17 goals and providing 8 assists in 50 matches for Liverpool. His contract with the English club runs until 2027, and Liverpool values his transfer at around $80 million. However, Barcelona faces competition from Saudi Arabian club Al Nassr, which is also showing interest in Diaz. The Saudi club sees him as a potential replacement for Cristiano Ronaldo and is prepared to offer more lucrative financial terms. Despite this, media reports suggest that Diaz is inclined towards a move to Barcelona and is ready to reject contract extension offers from Liverpool and more generous proposals from Saudi clubs. As previously mentioned, Barcelona's sporting director Deco confirmed that the club plans to make 2 to 4 transfers this summer, with a priority on strengthening the attack, particularly on the left flank. Diaz is considered the preferred option, although alternatives like Marcus Rashford are also being considered. Adding to the speculation about Diaz's potential departure from Liverpool was an emotional message from his partner on Instagram, which many fans interpreted as a farewell to the club. Thus, Luis Diaz's transfer to Barcelona remains one of the most talked about in the current transfer window, and developments will depend on further negotiations between the clubs and the player himself. After challenging negotiations with Liverpool regarding Luis Diaz, Barcelona has begun actively exploring alternative options. One of the main candidates is Manchester United forward Marcus Rashford. Once considered the future of United, Rashford now finds himself in a precarious position. The club is willing to part ways with him for £40 million, and the player himself is open to trying a new league. However, the deal is far from straightforward. United's stance is firm, only a permanent sale, with no loan options, especially without a guaranteed purchase clause. Meanwhile, Barcelona would prefer to negotiate a loan with an option to buy, considering their salary cap limitations and financial fair play regulations. One of the most sensitive issues is Rashford's salary. He currently earns around £325,000 per week, making him one of the highest-paid players in the Premier League. Although Rashford is reportedly willing to make concessions to join Barcelona, the club will still need to be flexible to accommodate him within their wage structure. Interestingly, the press has brought up an unexpected idea: a possible swap deal. This scenario would see Rashford move to Catalonia, with Marc-Andre ter Stegen heading in the opposite direction. While sources have yet to confirm active negotiations on this front, discussions among agents and advisors are already underway. If not Rashford or Diaz, then who? Other candidates being considered by Barcelona include Gabriel Martinelli from Arsenal and Kingsley Coman from Bayern Munich. Both are fast, technical players, but like Rashford, come with high price tags. At this point, everything hinges on finances and strategy. But one thing is certain: Marcus Rashford is genuinely interested in moving to Camp Nou, and if the clubs can find a compromise, it could become one of the most talked-about deals of the summer. If the deal for Marcus Rashford falls through, Barcelona has two backup plans on the table: Gabriel Martinelli and Kingsley Coman. Both are significant names, each with their own advantages and considerations. Gabriel Martinelli, a 23-year-old Brazilian winger from Arsenal, had an impressive 2024-25 Premier League season, scoring 8 goals and providing 4 assists. His versatility allows him to operate effectively on both flanks and contribute defensively. The Catalans view him as a long-term project capable of adapting to Hansi Flick's demands. However, challenges exist. Martinelli's contract with Arsenal runs until 2027, and the London club is reluctant to part with one of its key players. Additionally, the expected transfer fee is around $60 million, which could be a hurdle for Barcelona given their limited budget. Arsenal's ambition to maintain a strong squad for title contention further complicates the potential move. An alternative is Kingsley Coman, a 28-year-old French winger from Bayern Munich. Under Hansi Flick, he previously won the Champions League in 2020. Despite inconsistent statistics last season, 5 goals and 4 assists, his speed, dribbling ability, and experience at the highest level make him an attractive option. Coman's contract with Bayern also extends to 2027, but the Munich club is open to offers, especially if the player expresses a desire for a new challenge. The estimated transfer fee is between $35 to $45 million, making him a more accessible option compared to Martinelli. However, Coman's injury history and high salary could be concerns for Barcelona. In summary, Barcelona has 2 distinct options for strengthening the left wing: Martinelli as a future investment and Coman as an immediate solution. The decision will hinge on the club's financial capacity and strategic priorities for the upcoming season. Barcelona is close to making its first major signing of the summer. The transfer of Espanyol goalkeeper Joan Garcia is in its final stages. The 24-year-old had an outstanding season in La Liga and became one of its biggest revelations. 38 matches, 146 saves, and 8 clean sheets placed him among the league's best performers, not only within Espanyol, but across the entire competition. Joan became a key figure for his team and attracted interest from several clubs. But Garcia's decision was clear. He chose to stay in Catalonia and move to Barcelona, despite interest from Arsenal and Aston Villa. The English clubs viewed him as a long-term goalkeeping prospect, but the player made it clear he wants to fight for a starting spot at Camp Nou and is not willing to consider a loan. The parties have already agreed on a 5-year contract, and Barcelona is ready to activate his $25 million release clause. Final details are being ironed out, and the official confirmation of the transfer is expected in the coming days. This move could mark a milestone not only in Garcia's career, but also in the future of Barcelona's goalkeeping line. Inside the club, questions are already being raised. What will happen with Marc-Andre ter Stegen? The German keeper has stated his intention to stay, but the club's leadership has yet to make an official statement on his future. Meanwhile, Joan Garcia is taking a major step forward, from a symbol of stability at Espanyol to a contender for the #1 spot at one of the biggest clubs in the world. His youth, confidence, and high level of play make him more than just a backup. He's a real competitor for Ter Stegen in the starting lineup as early as next season. Barcelona is once again on the verge of major changes. And the question is no longer if there will be a transfer, it's which one will shake the market first. Who will be Hansi Flick's first new signing? Can they convince Marcus Rashford to make the move? And will Joan Garcia become the next legendary goalkeeper at Barca? Drop a comment. Who do you want to see in the starting lineup? Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. The most exciting news is yet to come. That's all for today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video, and be sure to watch our previous video. It just appeared before your eyes right now. See you. Good luck to everyone. Goodbye.